year is 1678, and the once grand Tocobaga capital is little more than a ruin. Bones litter the streets and plazas as there is no one left to dispose of the dead, and any left are likely either sick or preparing to flee their ancestral homeland. For this city has fallen prey to one of the deadliest diseases in mankind's history, smallpox. The Tocobaga first established villages around Tampa Bay near 900 AD. These villages were often situated around a public plaza with wooden houses adorned by palm thatch roofing and mounds dedicated to various tasks, such as an elevated temple or home for the leader of the village. There were also burial mounds and middens, which were often located near cooking areas and contained the remains of the Tocobaga diet. The Tocobaga ate many foods, but their primary staple was from fishing and the gathering of shellfish, assisted by a digging tool made from a shell or pointed stone with a curved piece of wood through it, known as an adze. They also ate manatees, deer, rabbits, armadillo, and squirrel, which they hunted using a spear-like weapon called an atlatl. The Tocobaga supplemented their diet with berries, nuts, fruit, and even corn, which they got via trade. When the Spanish explorer Pamphilo de Narvaez landed near the main village of the Tocobaga, there were at least 4 major chiefdoms in the Bay Area. The Tocobaga controlled the north shore of the bay, while the Uzita controlled the south shore down to modern Sarasota. The Mikoso and Pahoy both lived along the eastern shore of the bay. Narvaez landed in the territory of the Uzita and passed through the main town of the Tocobaga on his doomed expedition north. This would be the first time these people had any contact with Europeans, but it would certainly not be the last. 1539, Hernando de Soto would land in modern Bradenton, right in the middle of Uzita territory. The Uzita met him with war canoes, but the Spaniards fought them off. In Mikoso, the Spaniards found Juan Ortiz, who had been captured from Narvaez's expedition by the Uzita and had lived among the natives for over a decade. De Soto would use Ortiz as an interpreter, due to the fact that he knew the Timucua language. While De Soto passed through the same region as Narvaez, his route did not take him through the Tocobaga capital. In 1549, the Spanish missionary, Father Luis de Cancer, visited Tampa Bay in an attempt to convert the natives of the area, despite being warned about the dangerous Gulf Coast. The expedition landed south of Tampa Bay, then known as Bahia Espiritu Santo. There, the Cancer encountered apparently peaceful people who told them of the populous villages to the north. However, when De Cancer's expedition landed at North Tampa Bay, they were immediately set upon, with the entire expedition being slaughtered and De Cancer dying via club to the head. Shipwreck survivor named Hernando de Escalante Fontaneda lived among the Calusa from 1549 to 1566. He described the Tocobaga, Apalachee, and Mikoso as separate kingdoms from the Calusa. Fontaneda would be rescued by the conquistador Pedro Menendez de Aviles, who visited the Tocobaga in 1567, accompanying a Calusa war party and the Calusa king, who the Spaniards knew as Carlos. In the ensuing exchange, Menendez convinced Carlos and the Tocobaga to make peace, recovering several European and Calusa captives. The Tocobaga population declined drastically in the 1600s due to the spread of European diseases, such as the dreaded smallpox. In addition, raids by the Creek and Yamasi further caused the Tocobaga population to fall. The Tocobaga survivors were eventually forced to flee their own homeland in the early 1700s, following the Calusa remnants south into the Everglades. In 1763, when the British got control of Florida, the remaining Calusa and Tocobaga fled the colony for Cuba, where their descendants live today.